Hello, welcome to the February 2014 video edition of the Iowa General Fund Monthly Revenue Memo. My name is Jeff Robinson, Senior Fiscal Analyst for the Iowa Legislative Services Agency, the nonpartisan support agency of the Iowa Legislature. Net General Fund revenue fell $38.3 million in February when compared to February 2013. The growth percent for the month was negative 7.3%. Positives for the month of February include individual income tax gross revenue, up 6.4%, and sales and use tax gross receipts, up 4.8%. The three significant negatives for the month were corporate income tax, down $6.5 million, cigarette tax, down $11.5 million, and increased individual income tax return refunds, something that is a reduction to net general fund revenue, providing a $56.6 million comparison drag. While the $6.5 million corporate tax decline is a negative, it comes after January's positive growth of $27 million, so the February results are likely a timing issue. The decrease in cigarette tax revenue is the result of 2013 legislation that moved all remaining revenue from that source out of the State General Fund starting fiscal year 2014. This decline is expected, and it will continue through the remainder of the fiscal year. This leaves the individual income tax refunds as the only noteworthy negative this month. Income tax refunds for February totaled $206.8 million, the largest single income tax refund month in Iowa history, eclipsing the $183.7 million posted April of 2013. Although the large jump in income tax refunds bears watching, a significant portion of the increase is fully expected. Two legislative changes enacted last year will provide a net revenue drag this tax return season. The first is the increase in the Iowa Earned Income Tax Credit, moving from 7% of the federal credit amount last year to 14% this year. The change is expected to have a $31 million negative impact on net revenue during the second half of fiscal year 2014. Income tax returns with Earned Income Tax Credit claims tend to get filed early, so the bulk of this impact should be expected in the early part of the tax return season. The second legislative impact is the enactment of the Taxpayer Trust Fund Tax Credit, a new credit that will reduce the taxes owed or increase refunds by $54 per single tax return and $108 per married return. Over the course of the return season, this change is expected to reduce net general fund revenue by $81 million. The impact should be spread evenly across the entire return season. Statistics collected by the Iowa Department of Revenue indicate that through February 23rd, filed tax returns have claimed an additional $20 million in earned income tax credits, and the new Taxpayer Trust Fund has reduced income tax revenue $22 million. Therefore, these two legislated income tax reductions are the main source of the increase in income tax refunds so far this tax season. Cash fiscal year 2014 year-to-date has produced a net revenue decrease of $84 million, or negative 2%. Although currently negative and expected to stay that way for the remainder of the fiscal year, the year-to-date reading remains above the expected negative 2.7% growth rate for the fiscal year as established by the December Iowa Revenue Estimating Conference. The conference will meet again March 20 to review the fiscal year 2014 and fiscal year 2015 revenue estimates. Thank you very much for your interest in Iowa General Fund revenue. Goodbye, and please check out the next monthly video memo in early April.